Data harvested from over 100 battery models tested throughout 2025 and 2026 reveals a disturbing, calculated trend in the automotive industry. We are witnessing a silent epidemic of planned obsolescence where many batteries are engineered to breathe their last breath just moments after their warranty expires. Most drivers find themselves trapped in a cycle of overpaying for short-lived components or falling for the siren song of cheap alternatives that fail at the first sign of a breeze. Before we dismantle the lies of the lead-acid giants, do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel because the industry would much rather you stay in the dark. When you walk into an auto parts store, you are greeted by a wall of marketing hype, colorful stickers, and promises of extreme power. This ranking ignores the poetry of the brochure and focuses instead on the cold, hard metrics of real-world survival. We are looking at cold cranking amps, which is essentially the battery's ability to throw a knockout punch in the dead of winter. We are looking at cycle life, reserve capacity, and the honesty of the warranty coverage provided by the manufacturers. We are here to identify the few batteries that actually deliver value in a market designed to drain your wallet as fast as your headlights drain a dead cell. Let us begin with a name that usually evokes images of bargain bins and fluorescent-lit retail aisles, the EverStart Max. It is easy to dismiss this as just another cheap retail option, but the reality is a bit of a budget surprise that should make the premium brands nervous. With a cold cranking amp rating between 725 and 850, this battery possesses a punch that defies its price tag. It offers a solid reserve capacity and a 3-year replacement warranty that actually holds weight because of the sheer number of locations where you can swap it out. The tech companies want you to believe that you must pay a king's ransom for reliability. But the EverStart Max proves that you can find a real-world lifespan of 3.5 to 5 years without selling a kidney. It is the ultimate pragmatic choice for those who understand that a battery is a consumable, not a family heirloom. However, we must address the elephant in the room, which is the warranty reality check. Have you ever noticed how a 3-year warranty feels like a safety net until the battery fails at 3 years and 2 months? This is not a coincidence. It is an actuarial science practiced by the villains of this story, the battery manufacturers. They calculate the chemical degradation of the lead plates to ensure that the victim, which is you, returns to the store just as the legal obligation of the company ends. Understanding this pattern is the only way to prevent wasting money on a product that is literally designed to fail. If you want to break out of this cycle, you have to look toward technologies that the industry tried to keep expensive for as long as possible. This brings us to our number 5 pick, the Interstate MTZ AGM. This is where we move away from the ancient flooded technology and enter the world of absorbed glass mat systems. Imagine a battery where the acid isn't just sloshing around like tea in a cup, but is instead soaked into fiberglass mats like a sponge. This design dramatically improves durability and vibration resistance, which is the silent killer of most car batteries. The Interstate MTZ uses pure lid plates, which allows for stable voltage delivery and a recharge capability that is significantly faster than traditional models. When the temperature drops to 20 below zero, a standard battery is struggling to move its own chemical components, but the MTZ AGM is built to thrive in that misery. Users commonly see a lifespan of 5 to 7 years, which effectively doubles the life of a standard retail unit. It is a performance upgrade that justifies its existence by being there when the world is at its worst. It is a tool for those who value their time more than the few extra dollars spent at the checkout counter. Moving up to number 4, we encounter the AC Delco 49 AGM, a unit that emphasizes reserve capacity over raw, flashy starting power. In the world of modern vehicles, starting the engine is only half the battle. Think about your heated seats, your infotainment screens, and the dozens of sensors that remain active even when the engine is off. This battery provides 900 cold cranking amps and a staggering 160 minutes of reserve capacity. That reserve is your insurance policy for when your alternator decides to take a permanent vacation on a dark highway. The AC Delco is engineered specifically for vehicles with start-stop technology, which is arguably one of the most brutal environments for any battery to inhabit. It offers 4 times the cycle life of a conventional battery, meaning it can be drained and recharged repeatedly without the internal plates crumbling into a lead sludge. It is the silent workhorse of the automotive world, providing reliable operation in extreme temperatures while managing heavy electrical loads that would melt a lesser component. It is a sophisticated answer to a problem that many drivers do not even realize they have until they are stranded. At number 3, we have the Odyssey Performance Series, which is designed for those who treat their vehicles like tools of war rather than simple commuters. Odyssey utilizes thin plate pure lid technology, which is exactly what it sounds like. By making the plates thinner, they can cram more of them into the same plastic box. More plates mean more surface area, and more surface area means massive bursts of current that can wake up even the most stubborn diesel engine. This is a dual-purpose design that supports both the high amperage needs of starting and the slow, deep cycle draw of auxiliary equipment. If you drive a truck with a winch, an off-road vehicle with a massive light bar, or a van packed with electronics, the Odyssey is your best friend. The lifespan of these units can reach 7 to 10 years, which sounds like science fiction to someone used to buying a new battery every other winter. The villain tech companies hate the Odyssey because it stays in your engine bay for a decade, depriving them of 3 or 4 replacement sales. It is an investment in peace of mind that pays dividends every single time you turn the key in a remote location. For the number 2 spot, we look at the Die-Hard Platinum, AGM, a name that has been synonymous with American automotive culture for generations. This isn't just a nostalgia play, as the Platinum series focuses on corrosion resistance and stable electrical flow through what they call stamped grid technology. In a modern car, the electrical system is incredibly sensitive to voltage fluctuations. If your battery cannot provide a clean, consistent flow of power, your car-ass computers start throwing phantom error codes that can cost thousands of dollars to diagnose at a dealership. The Die-Hard Platinum maintains that consistent voltage while powering the advanced electronics of a 2025 model year luxury SUV. With a 4-year full replacement warranty and the real-world lifespan of 6 to 8 years, it sits in the sweet spot of reliability and accessibility. It is a battery built for the person who wants to install it and forget that it exists for the next presidential term. It is a heavy, robust, and unapologetic piece of hardware that stands as a fortress against the planned obsolescence of the modern era. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at the Optima RedTop. This is not just a battery, it is a revolutionary departure from over a century of traditional design. Optima uses a spiral cell technology where the pure lead plates are wound into tight spirals rather than being stacked flat. This creates a structure that is virtually immune to vibration, which is the primary cause of internal shorts in standard batteries. This design boosts starting bursts and ensures that the power delivery is instantaneous, regardless of the angle at which the battery is mounted. While the initial purchase price of an Optima RedTop might induce a bit of sticker shock, you have to look at the long game. With a typical lifespan of 8 to 10 years, the cost per year of ownership is actually lower than the cheapest battery on the shelf. It is a classic example of how being cheap is often the most expensive way to live. The RedTop is the choice for the enthusiast, the professional, and anyone who understands that the best battery is the one you never have to think about. The takeaway from all of this is that the best battery is not defined by the price tag or the flashy sticker on the side. Real value comes from reliability, lifespan, and the ability to perform under the kind of stress that makes ordinary components crumble. The tech companies want you to focus on the lowest price because it keeps you coming back to their stores every few years like a clockwork victim. They rely on your lack of knowledge and your desperation in an emergency to fuel their profit margins. When you choose a high-quality AGM or a spiral cell battery, you are making a conscious decision to stop participating in their game. You are investing in a component that will start your vehicle every single time, whether it is 2026 or 2033. So the next time you find yourself staring at a row of black plastic boxes, ask yourself if you are buying a solution or just delaying another problem. Are you going to be the victim of the next cold snap, or are you going to be the one driving past the stalled cars with a smile on your face? Before you go and make that choice, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join our community of drivers who refuse to be misled by corporate marketing. We are here to bring you the truth about the machines you rely on every day. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been burned by a battery that failed just after the warranty ended? What brand has actually earned your trust over the years? Drop a comment below and let us start a conversation about what real reliability looks like.